Hello, ma'am, and hello to your cute companion. Dirty Face Darcy at your service. Dirty Face? That's right, just call me Dirty Face Darcy. They used to call me Pretty Face on the outside, but that nickname is just so lame. Please, just call me Dirty Face instead. Oh, that's just a cool nickname. I wash my face every day. You don't have to stand all the way over there. Any news? Too bad it's not time for pancreation yet. Let me think. How about this? Why don't I take you to have some fun? A few folks have locked horns over the chance to go outside. I had no idea those Fontaine Research Institute guys could dish it out like that. I'm guessing they'll be here any minute now. What do you think? Think of it as an opening act before the real pancreation batch starts. Want to check it out? Sure. Okay, let's go then. Let's go. There we go. Hi, Estienne. I've brought 2 new friends with me. Your new friends may have come at a bad time. See that? They're gonna be at it for a while. That's an unscientific way of keeping score. Besides, the participants were unsupervised. Is there any way to produce convincing results? I'm calling for a reassessment. This is a competition. Of course we should have a refined system and fair rules. Participants who don't follow the rules should be disqualified. You talk a good game. I'd expect nothing less from someone who's been through the ringer. If you're referring to the fraudulent thesis case, I've already made my point several times now. The case is still under investigation. It's useless to try and attack my character with something like that. If you say so. After all, you're the only one who knows the truth. Oh, it's Genevieve and Rav again. Rav? Rave? Genevieve? Sure, Rave. His first name is Rave. Oh, it's Genevieve and Rave again. I'll talk to you about my thing later then. I'm gonna bounce for now. I'll leave my 2 new friends to you. Darcy makes a dash for it. He left us just like that? Some guide. Paimon gives him 0 stars. 0! Mr. Guard, as the organizer, it's not exactly proper for you to stay out of this discussion of the rules, is it? This is just a game to pass the time. How was I supposed to know you'd all get so riled up over it, let alone take it this seriously? Right, why don't we introduce the rules of the game to the new players? A game? I'm definitely gonna win. Heh, there's no game the 2 of us can't win. Wait a sec, we still don't know what the game even is yet. Don't try and change the subject. We're already halfway through the game, and they don't even know the fundamental rules. They can't just join in now. So what are you guys playing? Coupon Millionaire. Paimon has never heard of such a game. Of course not, this is just what the Heartless Guards play to make fun of us. Everyone loses, and I'm sure you know who wins. That's not true. You work to earn coupons during the game, and the one that has the most coupons will get an even better reward from me. So everyone wins, but one person wins more than the rest. A reward better than coupons? What could it be? In Darcy's words, a chance to be under the sun. Oh, like a what's it called? Like a day out of jail? Like, oh, fuck, I forget. Some of our periodic checks need to be performed outside, and I get to decide who gets these jobs. It wouldn't be very interesting if I had just picked based on my preference. So I created a Coupon Millionaire, and those who want to go outside are free to sign up. Whoever gets the most coupons wins the game. If you feel that your strength alone will be insufficient, you can find others to group up with. As for how you earn coupons, I don't care about that. As far as games go, the rules are really vague. It's part of the strategy. Does the Fontaine Research Institute not have similar games? How about you, Darcy's new friends? Sorry everyone, but I'm going to win. It's not impossible to come back from behind, but only those who have the means will be able to do it. As for them, Estienne, maybe you should arrange a special competition for children. Oh, shit! Children's competition? Paimon doesn't know who you are, but you shouldn't underestimate us. We've seen some things. It's just a game, and we're gonna cruise through it. Yeah. We've literally defeated gods, my guy. No, I will definitely be the biggest winner. An actual child. Oh wow, a real child. And a confident one at all. That's what Kater said, and he's never lied to me. What are you all doing here? You again, Estienne? I didn't break any rules, did I? In fact, I even increased everyone's work efficiency, and that should be to my credit. You know what I mean. Know your place, Estienne. You're a guard, and you should use your powers to make them obey you. Bruh. Don't like this guy. I have my way of doing things. And you, Noaya. It's been some time since you arrived here at the fortress. You should try blending in a little more. Laziness, apathy. I will restore order here, starting with you. Stop this gathering and go back to what you were doing. I am not as lenient as Estienne. If I am going to restore order, then punishments are a must. I don't think you want to know what they are. Are there things that even I don't know? I jest. You don't need to waste any of your time on this game that we play to kill time. The fortress is huge, and I'm sure there are other things that require your attention. I don't need you to remind me. Noaya leaves. Genevieve and Brave respond to respective whatever. I didn't get to read the rest of it. Finally, being serious can be a virtue, but being overly serious is something else. Anyway, now that the annoying guy is gone, will you join the game, Darcy's new friends? What sort of person leaves their friends behind anyway? We aren't his friends. In fact, Paimon's going to use his uncool nickname to address him. That pretty face is a jerk. Huh? Wait a minute. That nickname doesn't sound all that mean. Alright then. What should we call you? Call me Paimon, and this is Harley. As for the game, we'll need more time to think about this. Sure, if you change your mind, please feel free to talk to me. Okay, actually, where did that little girl go? Why are there children that young in the Fort Meripede? That's strange. Paimon's really intrigued. Should we go look for her? Okay. Got any coupons, boss? Boss? You're not the boss? Why didn't you say so? What's it to you? You don't? Then I called you boss for nothing. What a waste. Did you need me for something? Mind telling me about Estienne? The smiling ones are the ones you've really got to watch out for. You kids ought to head home. If you still have a home to go back to, that is. What? I told you it's a waste of time to talk to them about these things. They just don't care. You know we're not that kind of people. I can't reach conclusions intuitively like you. I have to do it before making a decision. Dirty-faced Darcy, at your service. At whose service? And when? You ran off and left us behind back there. I had to. Once that researcher starts talking, there's no end to it. It was fun the first time, but I've seen it too many times already. That was your first time, right? Was it fun? Not at all. Paimon didn't get the point either. Too bad the time for pancreation hasn't arrived yet. I think that's more fun. Anyway, we'll just have to wait. There you are. Oh, you again. And you're, are you a bird, little one? A bird? Paimon doesn't look like a bird. The way you keep talking. You mean melodic chirping? That's so strange. You can fly, but you're not a bird. Are you an evil dragon? Or an evil dragonling? The way you eat and your thirst for wealth certainly fit the bill. No, they don't. Why does it look like someone just snipped off her pigtails? It really does, doesn't it? How the fuck does she do her hair like that? Anyway, she's Harley and Paimon's name is Paimon. What's your name? The she has a capital. I'm Lenoir. Miss Harley and Miss Paimon, will you please tell me whether the evil sorcerer is still there? The evil sorcerer? Yes, with black clothes and a staff that has branches sticking out of it. Kata said that I mustn't get spotted by that sorcerer, or things will get very bad. Where is this wicked spell slinger? My sword is ready. Why are you playing along? Paimon thinks she's talking about who we just saw. Must have been a guard, right? So who's this bad sorcerer? Estienne or Noailles? I was trying to remember how to pronounce that. Estienne is a good sorcerer. He brought me flowers when he returned last time. They had the same colour as my skirt. Then Kata told me how to put them into books and to make pressed flowers. That way my books would smell nice too. Is this what they call the fragrance of knowledge? Noailles, then. Estienne said he was annoying too. Paimon doesn't like him either. It seems like he doesn't think very highly of us. Anyway, the evil sorcerer's gone now. Still, why is a little kid like you in the fortress of Meripede? I've always been here. Why does everyone ask me that? It's so strange. I think that's a strange question, why a child is in prison. Don't you two have your own home too? Home is where your family is. That's what Kata said too, which is why I have a home that I don't know about. How do you call a place that you don't know home? Wait, I can't? That's a toughie. But I'm sure Kata knows the answer. He knows lots of things and lots of stories. Wait, no, I think this is supposed to be Caterpillar from the Julian quest in 3.6. So maybe it's Kata. Might Kata by any chance be a kid who looks about the same age as you? Nope, he's a lot taller than me. Taller than Miss Harley and taller than the evil sorcerer. But I think he's afraid of the evil sorcerer. He lost his sword, and the evil sorcerer has a powerful staff, so he hides when the evil sorcerer comes out. This Kata sounds mysterious. And maybe Lenoir is just too young? She hasn't been very clear about herself at all. Maybe this Kata knows more? I guess we can go meet him. We want to meet Kata. Will you take us to see him? Sure, but it's too soon to go back. I want to explore this place while the evil sorcerer isn't here. Will you come with me? Let's go. Hehe, let's go. The Bow Wow house is just up ahead. I've never been inside though. Kata wouldn't let me. You can sometimes hear Bow Wow sounds from inside. Maybe that's because there are a lot of furry monsters in there. It's a very dangerous place. I saw an evil sorcerer enter once and the place became quiet quickly. That evil sorcerer must have been very powerful. Little Skylark, why are you here? Careful now or the evil sorcerer might catch you and put you in a cage. The evil sorcerer isn't here right now. I'm not afraid. Haha, good, good. Atta girl. Those who come here frequently will walk around this thing in circles. Okay. Izami said this is a boxing dummy. If you can't earn its approval, then you can't enter the Bow Wow house. Wow, now Miss Harley can go take on the furry beasts. But what if I'm already a furry? Ouch. I'm sorry, are you alright? What happened? It's the evil sorcerer's magic. We'll be trapped if we get caught in it. Sorry, the light's broken, and this expert here isn't anywhere near as good as he claimed. I never said such a thing. Oh, it's you. It's alright. You're a good sorceress. Oh, okay, so the guards are the sorcerers, essentially. You're terrified of furries? Why? But that bright light really hurt my eyes. So you're not denying that you're an expert? I would never. That's not what you told Galvana. You mean the thing about the Fontaine Research Institute? Well, she asked me first. The Force said this is a noise box that transforms evil into good. Turning off the noise box elsewhere is very dangerous because it might attract the evil sorcerer. Monthly production zone safety measures notice. Bringing items not related to production into the production zone is forbidden. This includes, but is not limited to, books, papers, collections, other reading materials, Invocation TCG, or other card games and toys, beast traps. We're just taking a tour. Tour de Meripede? She just did like a... Phew, guess our adventure's almost at an end. The coupon cafeteria is our final stop. So the ultimate destination of adventuring is a good meal. Not bad, right? Adventures take a toll on your body, so eating afterward is a must. That's right, and I've never seen someone as small as Miss Paimon. You're even smaller than Miss Seedween. You should eat more, so you can grow bigger. The thought of Paimon growing up, ugh, that gives me a headache. Ugh, you're probably thinking about something rude right now, aren't you? Let's talk to Bran and see if we'll get something good. Yep, it'd be nice if it was delicious Tess ragu, though. Greetings, Bran. Greetings, what can I do for you? I'll have 500 free meals. Negative. According to the Fortress of Maripede's coupon cafeteria regulations, only one free meal per day shall be permitted per person. I'm getting some for everyone. Are you seriously trying to feed everyone here? We just need 2. Understood. Enjoy. I'll have one too. Understood. Enjoy. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, let's open our meals together, alright? 3, 2, 1. Wow, mine's Tas ragu. What did you two get? It looks like some kind of like pea soup, maybe? Is there a pot? I'll cook my own meal. Paimon doesn't want to eat anymore. Throw up soup. So I got the only good meal? Will there be enough if we split it into 3 portions? There's even a fortune inside. What do yours say? Paimon's fortune says, luck only brings fleeting pleasure. Lifelong happiness requires hard work. Girl, now Paimon's mad. How about you, Harley? Things happen. Don't take it personally. Just, wow. Mine says, misfortune is an illness and caring friends are the cure. Aww. The two of you went on adventures with me, so you're definitely caring friends. But you got the disgusting meals. The sorceress said that I must remember to pay it forward, so now it's my turn to cure you. Let's go to the Rag and Bone shop. Hello, Alphard. Hey, Skylark, want a Fonta? We just got a new shipment. How about your friends? So this is the Rag and Bone shop. If you have coupons, we have everything from home supplies like Hydro Phantasm Taint Be Gone. Taint Be Gone? I'm sorry, what? To devices that can help you in the Pancration Ring. Our wares are trusted and loved by all and sundry. You name it, Rag and Bone Shop has it. Devices that help you? What do you mean? They're for regulars only. Or if you happen to have friends who are our regulars, I suppose I can show them to you. The special items must be pre-ordered though. Or if you're lucky enough, you might find what you want on the for sale list. We do have the other stuff stocked at all times. So back to my question. How about some Fonta? I want everything in Uncle Alvard's store. That's not going to be a problem. Let's see. We're almost through with this shipment, and only food and drinks are left, but they'll cost you a good number of coupons. Really? Are you sure it won't be a problem? Problem? If you mean coupons, Katia gave me a ton of them, so I should have enough. The food and drinks here are really great, and you're going to love them, Miss Paimon. Katia said that coupons make unfair things fair. Only I got the delicious tas ragu at the coupon cafeteria, and that was unfair. So now I'm going to use my coupons to buy something delicious for the two of you. Something doesn't feel right. I find it interesting that her name means the black. But La Noire said there are plenty of delicious food and drinks. Estienne said that hunger and gross food reduce our work efficiency and put us in a bad mood. We're going to see Katia soon, and we want it in a good mood, and we want to be in a good mood when we see him. That's why we need to fill our stomachs with delicious food. We're counting on you, Uncle Alvar. Bro. I have no money. Idol poster, though. Oh, it's Miss Hina. Wait, a cute doll. Oh, wait, these are like items that you can't necessarily buy otherwise. This is from the event. What's it fucking called? The one in Inazuma in 2.6. Iridori. Sure, thank you for the business. If La Noire says so, we'll dig in. Yep, have a good meal, Miss Paimon. Feasting with La Noire. Everything that couldn't be finished ends up in Paimon's pack. Phew, that was amazing. Paimon's so full she can barely walk. She's getting sleepy too. Why are we here again? If you can't remember, then maybe it wasn't important. Paimon remembers now. We were supposed to be looking for Kater. Let's go, but I don't know if he's there. If not, we can wait. He might be back soon. Okay. Oops, we don't have anything right now. I need to buy... Ah, so I unlocked the thing. 2,000 coupons? How the fuck are we supposed to get this? Like, we could earn them in the Archon quest, but I don't know how to earn them outside of the Archon quest, besides pulling those flyers down that you mentioned. I don't know if I'm just missing something. Maybe we'll unlock them as part of the quest. 10 coupons for welfare meals and fortune slips. Interested parties can visit Supply Warehouse 2 to discuss details. Tear off. Hell yeah. Oh, I didn't investigate it. Oops. Is it the same? Another day squandered. Got nothing other than a bowl of disgusting minty bean soup. Damn. Did you take down all the notes posted on the wall? That's supposed to be my job. I'm so touched. Someone actually took my job. Here, take these coupons. Thank you. That's so random. Oh? What the? Okay, sure.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Yep, I got credit coupons. Okay. Hold on. Take that, then go back to this. I understand how these puzzles work now.
Osmanthus wine.
Shut up, Zhongli.
I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Thanks. And then Yay! The wise always take orders from fools. Oh, sorry. Did you need something? Are you an engineer? I guess. I'm lucky enough to have the skills needed to make a living here helping the guards fix things. I don't know what my former colleagues would think if they saw me now, but I'm happy with the way things are, and that's enough, right? About the Fortress of Meripede's Clockwork Mecha. The ones found here are all standard models. Not much to say about them. Now, if I were to upgrade them, why even bother thinking about it? Kato always tells me stories in the evening, so if he doesn't come back soon, just wait a bit and he'll be back for sure. He sounds like a great brother. Yeah, Kato is really good at telling stories. Ooh, and look at my braids. He braided them for me too. They look kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Can you go out this? I don't remember this being here. Kata, I'm back. Welcome back, Lanoir. Looks like you've made some friends. So this is Caterpillar. This is the one who taught Julian to paint, like, stuff exactly the way that it appears. Yes, they're Miss Harley and Miss Paimon. Miss Paimon is small and she can fly, but she's not a bird. She's not a Sealy either. Maybe a small oceanid? No wonder no one has seen anything like her or knows anything about her. Paimon's Paimon. That's right, Paimon's just Paimon. She's not a Sealy or an oceanid. Wait, you're Kata? You look about the same age as Lanoir. Nice to meet you, Miss Harley, Miss Paimon. Please call me Caterpillar. Please don't be so formal. That feels so strange. Since you're Lanoir's friends, sure, I can do that. Wait, His hands! Wait a minute, we've heard the name Caterpillar before, haven't we? Maybe from someone in Sumeru. Ah, that's right! Julian, the painter we met at Samudra Coast. Do you remember him? So you're the caterpillar he mentioned. Look at this kid's hands! They're like Arlecchino's. You've met Julian? He really went to Sumeru, huh? How is he? Well, you tell him about your meeting with Julian in Sumeru. I suppose it should be Julien. According to Julian, his ability to paint everything exactly as he sees it came from you. Did you really give him that power? Is that really what he said? I can't decide if he was exaggerating. Wait, so he was lying? But the painting he made for Pepper looked so real, even though the colour was a bit off. That was an ability he already had. What I did was to give him certainty. The purer the person, the more obvious the effect of such support is. Pure, huh? Well, he did look kind of gullible. As for the marvellous bird egg, they're good for your health when consumed in moderation. I didn't know that he would break his certainty like that. I guess you could say that things turned out for the best, though. Anyway, both you and Lanoir are children, right? So is your guardian here? Why are the two of you in a place like this? Kata's not a child. Indeed, I am not. As for my present appearance, you can think of it as an illness of sorts. Some fucking illness, what the fuck? Huh, so that's how it is. I've been here for a long time, well, because of what I've done in the past. But it's more complicated for Lanoir. She was born here. Here? In the fortress? You're a strange one, Miss Paimon. I've already told you that I've always been here, haven't I? Agnes, her mother, was plagued by a chronic illness and passed away some time ago. I don't stick my nose into other people's lives, so I don't know about their situation. So I didn't know about their situation. But regardless, Lanoir wound up with no one to care for her. Maybe it's because I've been here for a long time, and Lanoir has taken to me, but either way, Estienne's asked me to look after her. So that's how it is. But she shouldn't be here, right? It's not like she's done anything wrong. You're right, I'm just looking after her for now, and she really should be with her family. Unfortunately, she does indeed have family outside the fortress. So that's what she meant when she said she has a home that she doesn't know about. Will she be able to reunite with them soon? About that, things are a little complicated, and I'm afraid it won't happen all that soon. How come? Because she doesn't have any proof of identity. Maybe Agnes didn't think of that either. She was the one who'd have needed to start the process to send Lanoir away from the fortress. But does the prison not have any record of the fact that she gave birth in prison? Like, who do they think this kid is just wandering around? If they don't have any... If she doesn't have proof of identity, they must know who she is. Like, huh? How about her other family members? Estienne said that Agnes wrote them in the past, but that she never received a reply and stopped trying altogether. If they knew about the current situation, they might change their minds. That's why I want to take her to her family, and if they don't want to take her in, we'll figure something else out then. Why can't I stay here? Sure, there's an evil sorcerer, but there's a good sorcerer, and you're here too. I don't want to leave. Mother never came back after leaving the fortress. She died, bestie. If I leave, does that mean that I'll never come back, just like my mother? And I'll never see you again either, Kata. Agnes left? I don't think Lanoir can comprehend what happened. I feel like her model makes her look old enough to understand. She looks like maybe, what, 7 or 8? That's old enough to understand that your parent died. Ah. Either way, this is no place for a child to grow up. How will a sprout bloom without sunlight? But didn't he just say she died? But Lanoir just couldn't comprehend what that meant. You should get out of this place, Lanoir. You've heard all the stories already. It's a real world outside and a family that you are connected to. I'll go with you, so you needn't be afraid. I believe you. You've never lied to me. But how will you get her out without proof of identity? Is there anything we can do to help? Is there some loophole or a back door we can use? There are options, but they're too risky. How about this then? Let's follow the rules, albeit not that strictly. How will that work? Every so often, Estienne will bring a few people with him to do some work outside. We use this chance to get Lanoir back to her family. She doesn't have any proof of identification to begin with, and the disappearance of someone who never existed on paper isn't exactly going to make news here in the fortress. You aren't talking about Coupon Millionaire, are you? Paimon remembers Estienne saying that whoever gets the most coupons within a time limit will win the chance to go outside. Whoops, our coupons went straight to our stomachs. Ah, at Lanoir spent a ton more cleaning the rag and bone shop out. We're sure to lose now. What are we going to do? We won't lose. If Kata says we'll win, we'll definitely win. Lanoir, Paimon suspects you aren't grasping the gravity of the situation at all. Can we get the coupons refunded? We can just say that she's a child who didn't understand the rules. As the transaction already took place, I'm afraid that won't be so easy. It's fine. The coupons I gave to Lanoir were for her to use as she pleased. This little mishap won't change the outcome. Paimon still feels kind of bad though. Why don't we help you? Paimon remembers Estienne saying that you can play the game as a group. Really, Miss Paimon? You and Miss Harley will play the game with us too? Yep, and we'll win this thing together. With us here, this will be a piece of cake. There are 4 of us after all. Still, how can we get the most coupons in the least amount of time? I already feel much better knowing that you'll be helping us. Thank you both. As for how to get the coupons, I have a few ideas, but that can wait until tomorrow. You must be exhausted. If you don't mind, why don't you rest up first? There's enough space here. Good idea. Harley, if you're tired, why don't we call it an early night? The purple pressed flower is tucked between the pages. Written on it is some common knowledge easily understandable to children. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, and I tried a really wonderful tasting Fanta. Miss Paimon drank a whole lot of it, but she didn't drop down at all. She must know a lot of powerful magic then. Yeah, Miss Paimon's so strong. Aww. There are some storybooks, detective novels, and a collection of papers published by the Fontaine Research Institute. So I'm assuming that Caterpillar is from the Research Institute. The hands being just like Arlecchino's. The hands being like Arlecchino's makes me think that, like, this kid's from, like, the orphanage that Renee and Jacob and, like, all those kids were from. I'm feeling a little tired. Should we rest now? Let's rest. Gato, what story are you going to tell me today? I've already heard a lot of stories with heroes as the main characters. Today I tell you a story about a little girl then. A little girl? Can a little girl also be the main character? Oh my god. What information have they been feeding this kid? Of course she can. It's her own story after all. In other stories, she might be a hero herself, or even an evil dragon. There are all kinds of roles she can play. Long, long ago, there was a little girl who lived in a giant's garden. The giant took special care of the flowers in the garden, and wouldn't allow anyone to pluck even a single one of them. To keep intruders out, the giant built a towering wall around it. Because of this, the little girl living in the giant's garden had never set foot outside of it, even once. The giant always told her that the world outside was a dangerous place, and that the garden was the safest place she could live in. This seems like an allegory. And then what? Did the little girl listen to the giant? I bet she didn't. If she did, then the story would end there. You're right. The little girl never was one for doing what she was told. Uh-huh. As for the rest of the story, well, let's save that for next time. Wait, where did Caterpillar and Lanoir go? Did we oversleep? Let's go look for them, Harley. Oh, it seems like we've come at a bad time. Cat has been taken by the evil sorcerer! Haha. What? Estienne knows the whole thing. Noailles, wasn't it? Noailles, yeah. Noailles is just like, what the fuck? What? If I'm not mistaken, you must be Harley and Paimon? I'll come back to your question in a moment. I consulted the records from the last 100 years, and I couldn't find any record of a caterpillar. In light of this possible mislaying of documents, we'll need your cooperation to recreate them. What if he's older than that? There's nothing pressing about the matter if you ask me. What's the rush about? Estienne, I often get the impression that you couldn't care less about restoring order to this place. He probably doesn't. I can't agree with your viewpoint. People who habitually indulge their every whim just can't see that too much freedom actually does them harm. I'll restore order to this chaos using my own methods. I'll advise you again not to stand in the way of my work. Boo! Tomato, tomato, boo! Chaos? Isn't that just another word for thinking on your feet? You know what? Forget it. Is Caterpillar your real name? Additionally, I'll need you to state your crime in as much detail as possible. The time, location, as well as the final sentence pronounced. The more details you provide, the greater the likelihood we'll have of retrieving your records. If your file was indeed lost, we can fill in a portion of your records based on your statement. He could just make anything up. I've been called Caterpillar for as long as I can remember. I think this name suits me best, and it's the closest thing I have to a real name. Or is he a Melusine? Because before we met him in this quest, I guessed that maybe Caterpillar was a Melusine. So a Melusine in human form, maybe? I don't know. Real name. Although Melusines are all girls, so I don't know. Real name, Caterpillar. Confirmed to be correct. Next, state your crime. I carried out a certain task under my master's orders. I failed, but some people suffered because of it nonetheless. This was my crime. Your master? I'll need their full name. Also, when did this occur? Unlike me, he has many names. This happened a long time ago. Dottore? I don't know. Maybe I'm loud and wrong. Maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions. I don't know. Are you messing with me? Everything I've said is the truth. His voice sounds too low to be that of a child. I apologize. Were you looking for a more dramatic account? Or for some lurid details to ignite your imagination? As for what happened that day, I could recount it sparing no detail, from the furnishings of that clandestine hall to the thoughts of my companion, which I venture to speculate on. Well, that's all just a fabrication of the mind made after the fact. We both know that that's not what you're really after, for these are nothing more than stories masquerading as the truth. The real story has already turned to smoke, along with that barren garden. What? What you want to know is a purer truth. The truth is that the culprit is where he should be. The other minutiae and trivialities are of no significance to you. They're inconsequential, and thus won't shake up your order in the slightest. There's nothing here for you to trouble yourself with. Everything is as it should be. The culprit is where he should be. There's nothing here for me to trouble myself with. Everything is as it should be. Did he just brainwash him? Compared to the temporarily missing file, surely the misuse of the Rochelle loudspeaker is a more obvious problem. Apart from the unauthorized use, we've also received a number of complaints recently of nervous breakdowns caused by its repeated use. You're right, Estienne. The guards have an even greater duty to put a stop to this sort of rule breaking. We should investigate the matter immediately. What are we waiting for then? Let's get the show on the road. He brainwashed him. That's odd. Why did he flip at the drop of a hat? There's something fishy about this. Could it have something to do with that stuff Caterpillar said? Paimon just felt a little sleepy when she heard it. Let's just ask him directly. Sorry for the delay. About the way I said I got the coupons earlier. What did you do to him? Someone that aggressive doesn't seem like the type to take advice from anyone. Why would he give up so easily? Just a few small tricks. The culprit is where he should be. That is an undeniable fact. Making someone as straightforward as him certain of an undeniable fact isn't exactly hard. Like that time with Julian? That's right, just like that time with Julian. I've been here for a long time, as you know. After staying in one place for a long time, it's only natural to pick up a few handy tricks to exert some degree of influence over your environment. Almost too handy, I'd say. Changing a stubborn person's mind with just a few simple phrases almost sounds like magic. Could there have been times when we were also influenced by magic without even knowing it? Would someone even realize that they're being influenced? Paimon was already a bit sleepy, but now her head is totally spinning. It's not as simple as it looks. There are always limits to the application of tricks like these, and the results aren't always what you'd hoped for. It's like with Julian. He always had a knack for art, but he lacked confidence because of his visual impairment. The certainty that he could draw well was inside him to begin with. But in other cases, the concept of certainty is just too abstract, making it difficult to predict the outcome. So I did take a chance this time. I just thought that if he held us up here, it would keep delaying the plan to get Lanoir out of the fortress. Besides, I doubt you wanted to be questioned by him repeatedly either. Well, you've got to take chances to achieve your goals. You're absolutely right. Back to the matter at hand. If you've changed your mind and want to back out, I understand completely. Lanoir might be sad for a time though. For her, playmates like you are hard to come by. We've already made a promise to her, so we can't just go back on our word now, right? A promise is a promise. Yeah, consider this our way of helping her out. Speaking of which, where is she? She went on an adventure early this morning, probably to rehearse for what's to come after she leaves this place. It's just as well. I have a few headaches to go take care of soon. You can usually get a reward for helping others, including the guards, take care of some headaches. Oh, we totally get that. Sounds just like some of the Adventurers Guild's commissions. I see. Would you two join me on this next commission then? Sure. Where are we going? The abandoned production zone in the lower levels. Interesting. Obtain credit coupon 0 out of 300. Oh. No one comes here anymore after the geode mineshaft was closed, and the devices here aren't meant for just anyone to handle. And that's exactly what happened this time. Someone tinkered with the drive valve and trapped their own companion. Anyway, let's get it to open up the passage to Supply Warehouse 1. By the way, if they offer you a drink, you'd best say no. Who's going to offer us a drink, and why won't we be taking it? You'll find out soon enough. Okay. Monka? What? Oh. Where is this? that looking inside here? Maybe? Okay. This isn't a place to be wandering about. If you don't have any business here, get out. About the geode mineshaft. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I think it's because of the stones. Have you ever heard anyone talk about how they have a mysterious energy? I don't know what the Fontaine Research Institute engineers do with the stones, but they form here, looking like that. Just thinking about them makes me sleepy. Oh, maybe it's the Archeum? If you can avoid it, don't go over there. Otherwise I'll need to write a report. About the middle gear wheel. Oh, that's an old issue from way back when. Just don't go touching it. I don't want my whole world to start spinning when I'm enjoying a proper snooze. I just mean, if you do move it, make sure you don't accidentally trap anyone. It's happened before. Not that creatures like humans will ever learn from their mistakes, of course. Alright then. Wait, read? Notice, from today, all work related to the geode mineshaft has been suspended, and the connecting paths have been sealed. If you require one of the connecting paths to be opened for official fortress business, you must operate the drive valve only under the supervision of a technical expert to prevent accidents. Drive valve operations and safety manual. The drive valve can be used to rotate, open, and close the connecting paths for each area. The drive valve is controlled via both the core gear drive, non-removable, and the gear drivetrain, removable. The non-removable core gear drive controls the central room, while the gear drivetrain controls the direction of each connecting path. When operating, take note that when the direction indicated by the core gear drive is opposite to that indicated by the gear drivetrain, the path indicated by the core gear drive will be opened. What? Okay, so it needs to be opposite directions. When all 4 gear drivetrains are installed, the drive valve will automatically terminate operation. The display indications for opening each connecting path are as follows. To supply warehouse 1, okay, to the geode mineshaft, to energy storage warehouse, to supply warehouse 2. Additionally, a new locking device has been deployed in the geode mineshaft. To prevent operational mishaps, the research terminal's energy storage device has been temporarily removed. Unauthorized access by non-essential personnel is prohibited. Violators will be held responsible for their actions. Okay. Oh, almost. Yay. Alright, we can go in now, but before we do, let's make sure we've got the gear drivetrain. We'll need it later. Okay. Well, I already got it, so... Run. Who the fuck? Mitul, are you alright? I hope you weren't trapped for too long. My savior, you're finally here! Where's Koblenz? He's not with you? He told me about trapping you here and asked for my help, but he left because a guard interrupted us. I knew he wasn't reliable. He probably ran away because he felt guilty. I mean, how do you make money in business if you don't take risks? He was clumsy and too cautious to boot. I mean, pure water is one thing, but even Fonta is available nowadays. If Fonta is here, how are we supposed to survive? Oh. What, you like Fonta too? Don't you like Fonta? I do. I have to admit, it's a formidable rival. Anyway, I have to settle this with Koblenz. By the way, has he paid you? Nope. Sometimes I want to stuff him in a large bucket. That'll make him reflect on what he's done. Anyway, please take these coupons. Why do I feel like this is Tricky Bullfruit? Blanche's brother. Take them, you two, if you would. What? You want us to take all of it? Of course. Thank you, then. We can go to the rag and bone shop later to see if they have anything new. By the way, I'd like to apologise for dragging you into this. I have some fresh health drinks. Would you like a bottle? Fresh health drinks? Yep, healthier than pure water, in fact. I'll take one. Hey, didn't Caterpillar tell you not to take one? No, Harley didn't mean it. We already had a lot of drinks before coming here. But Paimon bets these drinks are good. We'll make sure to try one next time. Bad timing, huh? Well, come back when you get a chance. It'll be my treat. Anyway, I must go talk to Koblenz now. I have something else to take care of, so I need to get going. Don't worry too much about the coupons. I'll put the clues I come across on the blackboard. Let's meet up later. See you later! Okay. Oh, memo.
Easy money.
Bull fruit juice. Rainbow rose distillate. Pluie lotus distillate. Distillate? Probably distillate. Cinnamon, honey, tadalga, condensance crystal powder. Made Koblenz the guinea pig. He puked and got the runs, then was laid up in the infirmary for 3 whole days. I'm sure it's because Fontainian plants aren't healthy enough. I ought to replace the rainbow rose with Sumeru rose, and Pluie lotus with Nilotpala lotus. Bull fruit juice, Sumeru rose distillate, Nilotpala lotus distillate, cinnamon, honey, tadalga, condensance crystal powder. Koblenz refused point blank to try again no matter what. Spent 280 credit coupons to get Delasor to test the drink. Feedback wasn't bad. He said he felt quite perky after just 1 sip, so I'm on the right track. I can cut the bull fruit juice out though, since it's little more than flavouring. Not like I'm making Fonta anyway. Sumeru rose distillate, Nilotpala lotus distillate, tadalga, ore powder. The yellowish green ore outside looked better than condensance crystals. He's using Archeum? Got a small piece near the storehouse and ground it up to replace the condensance crystal powder. Tried it, has a rich, distinctive flavour. This wholesome, healthy drink is sure to be a success this time. Oh my god. Why are you eating like fucking nuclear rocks? Why? Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, we've fallen way behind. It's true. I've gone to ask Estienne about the current situation, and this seems to be the case. Damn. We're the kids team. Let Paimon see. Ooh, looks like you still got some coupons too, Caterpillar. Wait, aren't we still dead last? Even Darcy's ahead of us. He entered the competition by himself, didn't he? How can this be happening? Because he helped the guards take care of no small number of nuisances. For example, Miss Monglane often asked him to help. Paimon sees. Wait a minute, does that mean he was so nice to us at the start because he could gain something from it? Also, won't we lose for sure if this keeps up? Oh, if only Paimon hadn't eaten so much at the rag and bone shop earlier. No matter. All that counts is the total number of coupons collected within the time limit. Using coupons you already have doesn't affect the total count. That means you can eat even more, Miss Paimon. La Noire, our problem right now is that we're about to lose the competition. Aren't you guys the least bit worried? There's still plenty of time left before the end. We'll make it. We're going to take the lead straight from last place. Hehe, now I'm motivated. That does, sound like your typical motivational story, sure. But can we really pull it off? You have to believe in yourself more, Miss Paimon. The heroes of the story are all sure of themselves. That's why they're the main characters. We lack certainty, as it were. You're right, La Noire. We're gonna win this thing. Tomorrow we divide and conquer. We'll reconvene here once we make some gains. Sound good? We'll make better time this way. Indeed, that sounds like a better plan. Also, if you don't mind, we can rest here just like before. Sure, Harley, you can take a break now if you're tired. I was chatting with Ms. Monglane. She said that Natlan's nothing like Fontaine, and that she really wants to take a dip in a volcanic hot spring. A volcano? Is that like a flaming mountain? And mountains are super tall mounds of rock and dirt, right? You'll get to see all these things for yourself after you leave this place, whether it's volcanoes or anything else. Then let's explore those places together, Kata. Let's invite Miss Harley and Miss Paimon too. They'll definitely like that. Should we rest now? Let's take a rest. Kata, tell me more of the story about the little girl. Last time, we left off with the little girl living in the giant's garden. I bet she leaves the giant's garden, but how does she get out of there? One day, the little girl heard the sound of a woman's voice coming from beyond the towering wall. This reminds me of The Secret Garden, which is a famous children's book. I read it when I was a kid though, and I don't remember that much of it, but... Kind-hearted giant, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. Would you please give me some? The giant refused, of course, and furiously bellowed at the woman on the other side of the garden wall to leave at once. But the woman did not leave, and from a short distance away, she lamented that she had journeyed from afar for the little purple flowers in the garden, which she needed to cure a sick friend's illness. Hearing the woman's plight, the little girl felt sorry for her and her friend. The giant had so many flowers in his garden, surely having one or two less wouldn't hurt? Thus, the little girl approached the garden wall and whispered to the woman that she was willing to bring the woman a few of the little purple flowers. Except, the little girl said, the giant wouldn't let her leave, and the garden's walls were so tall that she wasn't sure how she would be able to get the flowers to her from inside. From the other side of the wall, the woman told the little girl that she was actually a witch that knew many magic spells, and if the little girl could bring her the flowers she needed from the giant's garden, she could use her magic to help the little girl leave the garden. Did the little girl decide to help the witch? I bet she did. Otherwise, the witch wouldn't be able to cure her friend's illness, right? But the giant said she couldn't leave the garden. If she left, wouldn't she get punished somehow? It's getting late. Let's leave that part of the story for next time. Interesting. They're not here, Harley. We should go see if there are any commissions that award coupons, right? Lilius Craven, who would spend hours in a private walled garden growing roses. Archibald locked the garden and buried the key. It's not exact, but it definitely seems inspired by. It didn't even ring a bell from me remembering reading it. What rung a bell was my image in my head as a kid of The Secret Garden. And that was what I remembered rather than the book. And the image in my head of that book was the same as the image in my head when I was reading this. So I don't actually remember the book itself, I just remember the image in my head when I was reading it. Is that autism? Comment below. Caterpillar probably went to get coupons elsewhere, but he left us some clues. The entrance to the Rift of Erosion. Maybe we'll even be able to get some coupons. Looks like Caterpillar left us a few coupon breadcrumbs to follow. Other fields also have some very interesting research findings. What are you doing here? In the short term, I'm reading the collection of papers gifted to me by the kid in green. Oh, Caterpillar. He is quite intelligent and an interesting character, and I greatly admire him. About the Fortress of Meripede. There's a charm to the place which is hard to explain in only a few words. A mystique combined with a sense of danger, it makes it hard to leave. I can't say what the best choice is, but I find the examples of those people determined to stay here a bit frightening. There's no way we need that many technicians. What? Oh, nothing. I was just lamenting how many familiar faces from the Fontaine Research Institute are here. Hello, what is it? Is there anything we can help with? It would be better if there's compensation. You didn't join Estienne's game, did you? You should know when to stop. Nonetheless, there is something that I need your help with. Klein should be repairing his device or whatever it is by the Rift of Erosion. Go help him out, would you? Just ask him for compensation. He won't object. We'll take care of it. Just in time. Come help me out. You can read minds? That's scary. Galvier sent us to help you, but how did you know that? Because you're the only ones here to help. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, the task is nothing difficult. The research terminal here requires 2 people to operate it simultaneously, and I've already entered the commands. Just walk over and pull the lever. I almost forgot. The charging device should be nearby. Please install the charging device first before starting. And just to double check, you're not machine killers, are you? If the research terminal attacks me, then I guess I am. Why do you ask? I asked Galvana for help last time, and even though I only looked away for a moment, when I looked back, the terminal was already destroyed. I asked her what happened, but she couldn't tell me. I found out from her sister later that no machines can survive under her for more than half a day. Even Alain Guillotine would have given up on her, I suspect. Even the repair fee was deducted from my compensation. If you're just like her, then all my hard work will be in vain. What a story. We're definitely not like her. Don't worry. I'm counting on you then. What the fuck? Looking good. If we weren't in a place like this, I would have hired you as my assistants. This is too easy. By the way, what does this device do? There was a rift that connected to the outside, and it had to be watched. Now we can just seal the passage with this device and save manpower. There is nothing new to the Fontaine Research Institute anyway, but since I have plenty of time, I modified it a little. What you're seeing now isn't even its final form, which was actually deployed as the geode mineshaft. I think I spoke too much. Just pretend you didn't hear anything. So, there are exits in the geode mineshaft. Right, you're a smart one. But if you were smarter, you would have kept that to yourself and not blurted it out. Anyway, problem solved. Galvana no longer needs to come down too often, and I can take a break. Ah yes, I almost forgot about your compensation. Thanks for the help. Can anyone help me? Please, I'm begging you, help this poor soul. Are you alright? Oh, thank goodness. Finally, some kind people. You see, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, and I'd like to send him a letter. But to get a letter sent out of the Fortress of Meripede, you have to queue up here, and I don't have the time for that. So you have the time to stand around crying about it? Huh? Why not? There was a major safety incident in the production zone, so I have to get there immediately. I was hoping someone could stand in line for me, but... I know this is what I deserve. But my son is innocent. Why should he have to pay for my crimes too? All I want is to send him a letter so he knows his father hasn't forgotten his birthday and loves him very much. But I can't even do that. Poor guy. We'll help him, won't we, Harley? You will? I don't have much in the way of money on me right now, but I'll be sure to pay you a fair price for your trouble, based on the market average. The market average? Yes, I've lined up for other people before, so I know the going rate. It's alright, don't sweat it. We're happy to help. Thank you so much. You're great people. Oh, I forgot to ask for your names. I'm December, and you? Paimon is Paimon, and she is Harley. We're adventure buddies. Well, it's good to meet you, Paimon, Harley. Here's the letter. Just hand it to Lutz over there. You're lifesavers. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. Okay. Nod, nod. Ooh, interesting angle. December leaves in a hurry after handing over the letter. A long time passes before you and Paimon notice that the short queue hasn't moved an inch. You could be here a while. Suddenly your attention is drawn to a conversation between two people behind you. Ugh, this is taking forever, and the air is so stuffy here, I can barely breathe. First time queuing here, huh, kid? Welcome to the infamous slowest queue in the Fortress of Meripede. Surprised you haven't heard of it. Lutz has a tendency to slow things down by embellishing the letters as he types them out. Can't help himself. Then of course we have to check through them all over again to make sure we're happy with it, blah blah blah. Are you kidding me? Gods, I'm going weak at the knees. Hang in there, buddy. If you pass out, you'll only have to start all over again tomorrow. It's happened before, you know. One guy's on his third visit and still hasn't managed to send his letter. What the fuck? Third visit? Jeez, sucks to be him. You bet it does. It takes a special kind of bad luck to fail 3 times in a row. He's a legend in the Meripede queuing community. Meripede queuing community. We call him Unlucky December. Oh no. If you're interested, I can tell you more about him. To be honest, I'm not really in the mood. Ah, come on, cheer up. Anyway, it all started the day before yesterday. It was sweltering hot that afternoon. I said I'm not... Ugh, whatever. Carry on. December came to me that afternoon, saying he had to line up to send a letter the following day. He asked me if I could cover his shift as a porter in the coupon cafeteria. I was gonna say no, because it sounded like more trouble than it was worth, but he gave me the old puppy eyes and said how he'd missed his chance the last time because he overslept, and how his son was still waiting for his letter. So I took pity on him and agreed to help him out. But guess what I saw when I got off work yesterday? I saw him looking for someone else to cover his work, and the excuse was still the same. He needed to send a letter. So I went over and asked him what happened. He said he'd learned from his mistakes and woke up early in the morning to queue up, but he still didn't manage to send the letter due to unforeseen complications. Don't tell me, he joined the wrong line? No, but that's almost as funny as what actually happened. He skipped breakfast to get in the line early, but by the afternoon he was running on empty and starting to lose it. He tried to push through, but suddenly everything went black and there was a loud thud. He was out cold, and by the time he regained consciousness, they were closed for the day. How? There's like 3 people in this line. How did... What? What a loser. Wait, did I? I don't think I had anything to eat either. Crumbs, now my stomach's starting to growl. Did they say Mr. December? Paimon didn't realize what we'd lined up for. Good thing we always have food with us for emergencies. Yup, and Paimon too. That didn't sound very nice, but Paimon can't put her finger on why. Queuing for a long time gets tedious and tiring. You start to forget your purpose here. Only the occasional background noise and chatter serves to remind you that, despite how it feels, time is indeed moving. I'm feeling lightheaded. Man, I really hope I don't have to do this all over again tomorrow. So, people are talking about how, like, the Fortress of Meripede is more, like, based on, industrial England. And I love they have a whole side quest about queuing. Eat this. You need something in your stomach. Next time, remember to bring food and water when you go on a long queue. Thank you, but it's crazy that you're talking about this queue like it's a marathon. Listen up, maggot. This is the most brutal, godforsaken slice of hell in the whole Fortress of Meripede. It makes Pancration look like a walk in the park. But it's just... Every queuer worth their salt knows to plan properly before committing to join the line. Some people bring a stool for rest breaks. And some of the more hardcore folks have even been known to camp outside the entrance the night before. But it's just a queue. I feel so called out right now. This is no ordinary queue, rookie. This is war. Everyone is expected to give 110%. Even unlucky December has multiple contingency plans. Sadly, the best laid plans are no match for fate. On my way back from the production zone earlier, I saw him leaving the line and heading in the direction of the coupon cafeteria. So I asked him, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be in the queue?" And do you know what his answer was? He'd gotten so fixated on queuing that he forgot the most important thing of all. He didn't bring his letter with him, so he had to cleave and come back. I really have to meet this guy. Sounds like quite a character. What? He forgot his letter? Man, December's luck really is terrible. Wait, then what did he give us? Right, he handed it right to us. Paimon is starting to get pretty confused. There's a lot of typos in this one. Let's take a peek at it. Beautifully written letter. To my love, my dearest Monsieur Neuvillette. I know not how many days and nights have passed since our previous trial. My dreams have been filled with longing for your face, so kind, so handsome. It excites me, agitates me to know that I shall be leaving this place, and that I shall see you once more. As I said, I will do anything, anything to see you again, and I can wait no longer, indeed not one moment more, for you to castigate me, your humble defendant. And this time, I promise, I swear, you will remember my name. Your admirer, White Lily. What the fuck? Nikki, did you write this? Nikki, I demand to know, did you write this letter? Maury, did you write this letter? Let's see what he wrote. Whoa, what the heck is all this? Paimon doesn't see anything about a birthday or Mr. December anywhere. There are so many typos in this quest, holy shit. None of this information adds up. A miracle, true. It's almost our turn, Harley. Should we hand in the letter? As your torturous ordeal approaches the end, you reassure yourself that this has all been worth it. But your questions remain unanswered. A chapter is closed, but the story continues. That was an experience. Hey, it's me! Phew, I made it just in time. Why are you so out of breath? I just finished up at the abandoned production zone and ran all the way here. So it's done? The letter's been sent? Great. You're White Lily? Oh, so that's the name she gave herself. Alright, to tell you the truth, a young woman asked me to send this letter for her. She looked really sick to me, so I agreed. I didn't even take a single mora. I'm paying for your compensation out of my own pocket. This guy's a sucker. Huh? Looking at the contents of the letter, she does seem very sick indeed. I guess I must have grabbed the wrong letter on my way out. Fiddlesticks. The birthday letter will never get there in time now. Wait, really? So you finally got your letter posted, but it was the wrong one? Wow. You're really living up to your nickname, Desombra. Fate is a cruel mistress. I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta rush home and get the right letter now. I hope there's still time. Here's your compensation. Pleasure queuing business with you. Pleasure queuing business? Oh my god. Now to post that blasted letter to my son. See you. But... why do you have to leave? Paimon still has a ton of questions for him. Never mind, at least we got some coupons. Hehe. Huh? Is this all? It's not even 1 meal's worth. We could take another queuing commission. Starvation suddenly sounds like a great option. Paimon wonders if this is enough. Should we meet back there first? Oh, it's a different Melusine. Otnet. Hello, are you looking for Siegeween? I'm afraid she's not here right now. Are you one of the inmates here too? No, I'm not. Though a Melusine who committed a crime would be punished the same as a human, it so happens that I am an innocent citizen. In fact, it's practically the opposite. I'm a member of the Merchaussee Phantom, but it's my day off, so I've come here to speak with a friend, that's all. I forgot about the voice I gave the Melusines. Who cares? So you're a friend of the head nurse? Yeah, and her infirmary is quite spacious. It's perfect for us to get together and chat over milkshakes. Siegeween's vision is much closer to humans than most Melusines. We all like to hear her describe the surroundings and then draw them. But as we're still in the Fortress of Meripede, we have to keep things low-key. The terrain here is quite complex, but that's ideal for us smaller types to move about without anyone noticing. Very impressive. Oh, since your praise is well deserved, I'm very happy to accept it. Why don't I return the favor? I found this while I was swimming nearby. Pretty, isn't it? Sure. Oh, number 12. Having fun playing house with the kids? You are? I believe we've met. Did you need us for something? We're rivals, you know. Did you really come to see if we're having a good time? I have many qualities, and one that has benefited me greatly is my curiosity. I always want to get to the bottom of things I don't understand, so I tend to know the facts better than others. Get to the point. I just wanted to know why you decided to take part in this game. If it was for the chance to get out, I have another route that I can show you. I like playing games, and I like winning even more. There's no need to be so wary of me, miss. I bear you no ill will. What do you mean by that? What I mean is, if you only want to win, then why don't we work together? Huh? But aren't you already in first place? That's precisely why we both stand to benefit. Wait a minute. We joined to help Lenoir out. That little girl? In that case, if you're willing to join up with me, I'll grant any wish she has as well. Sounds too good to be true. Then I'll be frank. This is a matter of honor. Caterpillar and I have some unresolved history. I don't know what he said to pull one over on you, but I'm telling you, he's a monster in human skin. What are you all talking about? Not some sort of rule-breaking scheme, I trust. Tsk. Ah, Mr. Noyer, your timing couldn't be better. Could I ask you about the results of the investigation into Caterpillar? The majority of his records are missing, but it's fine. The culprit is where he should be, and everything is as it should be. His records are missing? That's impossible. He definitely had a hand in this. The missing records need to be recreated. Right. How could I have forgotten about that? Right, go finish your tasks now. I don't want to see you loitering around here. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, welcome back. We brought quite the haul back today. Our current standing should be... Nice. I mean, we're still losing, but we're doing... Oh wait, no, we're not. We're not losing. We're beating Darcy. Oh yeah. Dang it, we only just pulled ahead of Darcy. That's great, we're not in last place anymore. But there are 4 of us. Yeah, and we're doing great. Such positivity. Can't wait until Caterpillar evolves into a Metapod, I know, right? But are we really going to be okay like this? We still have 2 big hurdles ahead of us. You promised me we'd win for sure, right, Cata? That's right, so don't worry too much, you two. I know that may sound strange, but sometimes forgetting about the outcome and enjoying the fun to be had in the process isn't a bad way to go. Okay, if you say so. Oh, speaking of that, Caterpillar, we received an invitation from the guy who was in first place earlier, but he was super rude, and he said that you're anyway, it wasn't very nice of him. What happened between you two? Just a few minor differences of opinion. He invited me to join him as well, but having no real reason to accept, I declined his offer. Later, he tried to get some of his lackeys to teach me a lesson. It's true, I am a monster. The kind people like him would do well not to provoke. Okay. Don't say that. Surely you didn't end up this way because you wanted to, right, Caterpillar? If Cata is a monster, then he's one of the good ones. Just like how there are good sorcerers and bad sorcerers. What's the matter? Are you sleepy, Lenoir? But I haven't heard the rest of yesterday's story yet. If you're tired, you should go for an early night. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, will we still meet again tomorrow? Why are you asking that all of a sudden? If you don't want to be on the same team as us anymore. What are you talking about? Didn't we say we'd get first place together? There's still 2 more teams ahead of us, so we have to make tomorrow count. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sleepy. Let's do our best tomorrow. Sweet dreams, Miss Harley. Sweet dreams, Miss Paimon. I'm so sleepy. In that case, go get some rest. Okay, but I haven't heard the rest of the story yet. I'll rest after I hear the ending. Should we rest now? Let's rest. Where we last left off, the witch told the little girl that she would use her magic to help her leave the giant's garden if the little girl brought her the little purple flowers she needed. This makes me think of Lisa. She's a witch who has purple flowers. And she also runs a library. I'm really sleepy, but I want to know what happens next. What did the little girl do? Does the witch cure her friend in the end? Although the giant had warned the little girl of the many dangers of the world beyond the garden wall, the little girl had never seen what the outside world was like, so she didn't know what danger even was. She told the voice on the other side of the wall that she would help bring her some of the little purple flowers. So many identical flowers were growing in the garden, and each looked as beautiful as the next. She didn't know why the giant treasured each and every one of them so. The little girl heard laughter from the other side of the wall. Later, with a bouquet of flowers in her hands, the little girl rode a gust of wind over the wall to the world outside. The tall witch took the little purple flowers from the little girl's hands. The little girl, thinking she had done a good deed, was very pleased with herself. But when she tried to return to the garden, she discovered that the wall, the garden, and the giant were no longer there. Good witch, I'd like to return to the giant's garden now. Could you please use your magic to take me back? The little girl asked. But what can you give me in exchange now? The witch replied. Huh? Then the little girl couldn't go back? I'm glad the witch could save her friend, but I don't like this story. Everyone has stories that they don't like. And I'll tell you a story next time, Cata. I have to sleep now. Good morning. We need to get a bunch more coupons today or we risk not winning or worse, being overtaken by Darcy. Let's go look for commissions nearby. Caterpillar probably went to get coupons elsewhere, but he left us some clues. Young warrior, will you spar with me? This is super sudden. Whatever you say, lass with golden hair. I can tell that you're a veteran with just one look. I'm really bored, because no one has been sparring with me. If you will, I'll give you coupons. I won a lot of those from Rusimov, and I haven't figured out how to spend them yet. How about it? Bet. Just what I need. Ha, good. You're a straight talker. Let's go somewhere spacious. Isn't this against the rules? You followed his army to the Pancration Ring. Oh. I won't go easy on you, so there's no need to hold back.
Stabilize.
Right here.
Ha! Exhilarating. I knew it, lass. You're a worthy opponent. You're not bad either. Seems I need to work harder. Anyway, I'm a straight shooter, just like you. Here are your coupons. Let's do this again sometime. Something's wrong. Very wrong. My head is dizzy and I feel like my brain's going to burst. I'm definitely going to die soon. Something's definitely wrong with those yellow-green stones. I think I'm going to die here. Are you alright? Clearly not! In the long run, we'll all be fine, but I'm going to be fine before you are. Okay then, sure. Bye! Wait a minute, this guy doesn't sound fine at all. No, I'm fine, literally. If something's wrong, it's too late anyway. So are you alright or not? Paimon's very confused. Can you please be more specific? Specifically speaking, when it comes to the production zone, I get headaches and heart palpitations, and my hands and feet grow cold. I'm done for. Do you know what I mean? I'm done for. It must be the yellow-green stones. They're evil. Yeah, they have, like, nuclear power. You know of those stones, right? The central laboratory of the Fontaine Research Institute. The yellow-green stones destroyed everything. Please just go see a doctor. I am a doctor. I know. Wait, I'm no longer a doctor. I lost my certification, and I can't give official diagnoses. Please find a real doctor with certifications to save me, please. This sounds pretty serious. Let's go find a doctor, Harley. So we're gonna go find Caesar? Ardenne's opinion? Are you in trouble? Or are others in trouble? You both look healthy, so it must be the latter. Indeed. You explain Lechlade's situation. Him again, huh? Can you treat him? His headache or his delusions? Huh? You mean he's not that sick? What? Why was Paimon looking like that? Based on his lab results, most likely not. I heard that he misdiagnosed a patient when he was still on the outside, ignoring some early warning results and healthcare outcome. Well, he's been a little paranoid ever since. He's like that to others, and worse when it comes to himself. How about the yellow-green stones? No one else is having those same health issues, right? Yeah, why not? Because on the outside, in the Fontaine Research Institute, that's Arceum, and it has adverse effect on people because it has like radiation and can blow up. Like, I'm very confused how they're not thinking this is a big deal. But I can't very well ignore him, so please give him this. Isn't this pure water? Are you sure? Oh, so you know what this is. It's fine in the sense that it does no harm to the body, and it'll give him a boost. Why not just give him Fonta? That's the thing. Everyone here knows what Fonta tastes like. But based on my knowledge, he hasn't had pure water. After all, it's not very common here. I gave it to him before, telling him it was a health potion, and he did actually show more vigor after drinking it. Alright, we'll give this to him. If it doesn't work, then tell him to go lie down in the infirmary. If you tell him it's doctor's orders, he'll listen. Sure, let's go back, Harley. We're back. The doctor gave you this. Lechlade takes the pure water and drinks all of it immediately. Ah, me, that's better. Vigor fills me once again. That's it? Wasn't that a little too fast? Ardern is a really good doctor, and certified too. The medicine he prescribes always works, unlike mine. But what about the yellow-green stones? Suspicious, of course. Ugh, guess his delusions can't be helped. Now I can keep working. Thank you so much for helping out. Here, take these coupons. Just a little something to show my appreciation. Stay healthy. Paimon wonders what's happening with Caterpillar and Lanoir. Should we go back to them? Okay. Hello. Let's be direct, shall we? Alright, I'm hoping you'll join us in launching a protest against STN. Huh? Since you're taking part in this game as well, I think you'll understand my position. The rules should be more open and transparent. What's the catch? The competition should restart with new rules in place. What? Wouldn't that make all the hard work we've done so far be for nothing? What's so crazy about that? It happens all the time in academia. You realize that there's an error in your thesis or methodology, and it completely invalidates the conclusion you arrived at after years of research. Pretty sure that's nothing like this. Maybe for the next time he runs the game. Just play it as it is this time around. Indeed, iterating and improving the rules will take time, We may not be able to get them implemented until the next time the game is held. No, I need this game to be fair. To me, delayed fairness is a pointless loss. I've lost so much time already because of this. Paimon thinks you have the right idea, but this isn't a decision that can be made by just us, right? Maybe you could go ask the others as well. Estienne will only change the subject, and as for Rave, you kids had better keep your guard up around him. Us kids? That kind of grinds Paimon's gears, but maybe that really is how other people see us. Anyway, thanks for the tip, but Paimon's not sure we can help you. Fine, I anticipated as much. Then I'll leave you to it. Good luck out there. My luck hasn't exactly been great, but I won't be throwing in the towel that easily. Okay. Paimon also hopes that your luck improves. These people are weird. What's that guard doing here? Just who was I looking for? Did something happen? The investigation is ongoing, so I can't disclose any specifics to you. However, I'd like you to answer a few of my questions. As you probably know, the missing records need to be recreated. This isn't necessarily bad news for him, but without those records, he won't be able to leave this place even if he has legally redeemed himself. As such, I hope you can answer my questions honestly. Do you know when Caterpillar arrived in the Fortress of Meripede? He just said he came here a long time ago, so we don't know when exactly. Then I don't suppose you know the specifics of his sentence or crime? No, we don't. Do you know anything about this master he mentioned earlier? Paimon doesn't remember Caterpillar mentioning him before. Have either of you observed anything peculiar happen while speaking to him? Not so far. Not so far? Okay then. That's enough questions for today. It doesn't seem like you know very much, but if you do notice anything strange, make sure to report it at once. It's for your own good. Noaya leaves. Oh my god, I keep forgetting how to pronounce that. Noaya. Looks like we don't know much about Caterpillar after all. But if he doesn't want to talk about his crime or sentence or anything like that, Paimon thinks we better not press him. Yeah, that's not our business. I'm not really concerned about any of that. Well, he didn't ask much about our past either. But whatever the case, he's doing a good deed right now, isn't he? Lanoir seems to really trust him as well, so he's probably not a bad guy. At least for now, right? You can never go wrong with a little caution. Yeah. After you wait patiently for a little while, Caterpillar and Lanoir return. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, you're both so fast. I got carried away talking to Miss Galvana. She even gave me some candy. She said they're made from a fruit that grows on the trees in a desert oasis. Oh, henna berries. I asked her what kind of place a desert oasis might be, and she said it's a little body of water surrounded by a vast sea of sand. Oh wait, no, it's the fucking palm fruits. The coconuts. Whatever.
You idiot.
Fuck you, bro. Doesn't that sound just like the fortress?
No.
Except, you know, opposite, since this place is surrounded by water. Once you leave this place, maybe you'll get to go there and see it for yourself. That reminds me, after all the hard work we've done, we must have advanced by now, right? Speaking of that, I asked Estienne, and here's where things stand at the moment. Okay, so we're still beating Darcy quite considerably, but we're not reaching the others yet. You mean we basically haven't advanced at all? How could that be? Looks like the competition's been hard at work too. Indeed. Rave has some contacts, and the researcher and the detective's assistant will have their own ways. Surely this isn't the time to be singing our rivals' praises. Is there really nothing we can do? We're definitely going to lose at this rate. We're going to lose? But if we lose, we can all stay here in the fortress, right? We've talked about this before, Lanoir. If we stay here, we'll have to worry each day about being taken away by evil sorcerers. Oh, then I guess it would be better to leave. But Miss Paimon said we're definitely going to lose. We're not going to lose. The game's not over yet. There's still enough time. We're going to win this. An underdog victory would be more exciting. The fact of the matter is, there are only 2 teams ahead of us. We've got nothing to worry about. There isn't much time left until the deadline Estienne set. Let's just meet at the message board in the administrative area next time. Oh, there isn't much time left until the final results are announced, is there? Paimon has a feeling she's going to toss and turn in bed tonight. You can tell me in secret if you feel scared, Miss Paimon. Seriously? A kid like you worried about Paimon? Paimon won't get scared. You're the one who should be scared. Paimon hopes you'll have sweet dreams, Lanoir. Mixed messages, Paimon. Don't worry, I've had lots of nice ones. In fact, I wish I could give some to the two of you. The candy Miss Galvana gave me is so sweet. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Okay, I will. Should we rest now? Let's rest for a bit. It's my time to tell a story. I've heard enough stories to tell one of my own now. Alright, you could be the storyteller this time. Okay, my story will also begin in the giant's garden. Long, long ago, in a garden full of purple flowers, there lived a prince, a princess, and a brave hero. Oh, and the ruler of the garden, a giant with a nasty temper. What the witch wanted more than anything was some of the purple flowers, but the mean giant treasured them so much that he wouldn't let anyone pick even a single one. Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch asked, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. You have so many already. Could you please share just one with me? But the mean giant refused. Every flower in my garden belongs to me, the giant shouted. I won't share them with anyone. Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch continued, please hear my tale. I travelled here from a fountain in a far-off distant land. An oceanid there has fallen ill, and the scent of those purple flowers brings her comfort. If you could give me just one of them, perhaps her condition will improve. But the giant, who didn't have an ounce of compassion in his heart, callously refused the witch's request. What did an oceanid in a faraway land have to do with him? Then the witch asked, is there anything I can do for you? I know many magic spells, and I could use my magic to help you with someone in exchange. Will you agree to my request, kind-hearted Mr. Giant? The giant thought it over, then said that he had lost something very important to him. If the witch could use her magic to help him find it. So they made a deal? Yep, in the end, the witch's friend recovered and the giant found what he had lost. Isn't that a better story? At least in this story, everyone gets a happy ending. Okay, we'll be over soon. We have to turn this around today. In addition to taking commissions, Paimon wonders if there are ways to get tons of coupons in one go. Left us some clues. The south side of the dormitory block. You two, please wait. I hear you're people of leisure who never turned down a request. And just who told you that? Well, rumours. Just rumours. Actually, a girl in a purple dress asked me to take care of you. Oh, Lanois. But I was thinking, since you accept any and all requests, you must be very capable, so I never need to take care of you. Indeed, it would be more accurate to say that you two can take care of me. Sure, but no discounts. I know the rules, don't worry. Regardless of the outcome, I will compensate you according to market rates. But Mora is useless here, so I'll pay with coupons. We'll be compensated no matter what happens? Really? Absolutely and totally correct. Our task is just that difficult, you see. It's that Nizami's fault for being great with his fists. Ayo! But for using them where they shouldn't have been used. Just saying. I'll be staying here for a while longer, so I need a place to pursue my studies. It's best if it has a bookshelf, a table, chairs, and a board to write on, and stick materials to. I'm sure you know exactly what place I'm talking about, but it's simply not available and there's no point in asking. But I believe that a room on the opposite side has the same internal structure and should be usable. Oh, opposite to where Caterpillar is. But it's a really strange place. It seems to be occupied by someone who rarely entertains visitors. I've never seen the person, nor even seen the doors open. So I appointed Nizami as my representative. He was always reliable during the time I employed him as a bodyguard. However, he got into a disagreement with the occupant, and negotiations broke down. Maybe communication and negotiations have never been his strong suit. Oh, indeed. It didn't even look like a negotiation. He just hammered on the door with his fist, standing outside and shouting. It was a truly shocking moment for me. Whoa. That doesn't sound like a negotiation at all. As such, I'd like to ask you to act as my representative and negotiate with the occupant to rent out the space he is currently occupying. I expect the price to be a maximum of 54,000 coupons. Bro. You may not succeed, and that's fine, but at least give it a try. I'm counting on you. If only I hadn't ticked off Carranza earlier, then maybe the negotiations would go more smoothly. Wait, who was Carranza? That name rings a bell. Oh, This person. Oh, the math person. According to Nakul, non-Fontainians seem to be discriminated against. Will he ignore us as well? Is there a better way to go about this? Knock. Who is it? A nameless traveller, an adventurer crossing all the nations of the world. Since when did this place become a scenic attraction? Stop playing around, Harley. Don't forget what we're here for. We were asked to discuss something with you. Well, we were hired to ask about renting this room of yours. Of course, the client will be happy to pay you in coupons. Something similar happened a while ago. That client of yours really refuses to give up, huh? You were sent by that guy with the really funky way of talking, weren't you? Forget it. Out of respect for his perseverance, tell me his offer. Yes, looks like we've still got some room for communication. Nakul told us about his expectation for the price. If we're making the offer, should we reveal his budget from the get-go? Or should we try getting a bargain? Let's just lay all the cards on the table. Alright, Paimon's telling it like it is. The client's budget is 54,000 coupons. Paimon thinks it's a good deal. Only 54,000? That's just 10% higher than when he had that psycho hammer on my door. What a miser. Huh? Only? Paimon thinks it's a lot. You know nothing. Haven't you ever heard of Carranza? He's much more generous. He offered me 108,000. That sounds like cap. Really? That much? That's double. Of course. Do I look like a liar to you? We can't see anything from this side of the door. He didn't sound very confident. Maybe he made it all up to trick us. What's our negotiation plan now, Harley? Since he's trying to play us, let's play him instead. Aw, Paimon didn't expect we would be up against a strong competitor like Carranza. It doesn't seem like we stand a chance. Let's go, Harley. We'll tell Nicole his offer was way too low to even be considered. In the meantime, good luck with Carranza, door guy. Bye now. Huh? You're leaving already? Hey, are you still out there? Hey, don't go! Come back real quick, please. We can hear you shouting from all the way over there. What is it? Do you want us to get Carranza for you? Oh, no. How could I trouble you like that? It's no trouble at all, and it's even on the way, right, Harley? Something like that would be a piece of cake. You've got a real mean streak, don't you? Anyway, let's get down to business. Is your previous offer still valid? For now, but not for long. Alright, I'll take it, but tell your client to come speak to me himself. Alright, let's head back and pass the news to Nicole, Harley. That was very strange. So he was just trying to haggle the guy up. I see. We're back. So here's what happened. You give Nicole a detailed blow-by-blow account of the negotiations. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, I always keep my word, so here's the compensation we agreed upon earlier. Ugh, now what am I going to do? What do you mean? What? But why is he pissed off about that? Isn't he happy he got his way? Who are you? Click. Huh? Why is he not listening to the instructions? It's not time for that right now. No clicking. Huh? What's a camera doing here? Where there's news, there's cameras. Have you never heard that before? Nope. Oh, well you've heard it now. Don't forget that if you do happen to use it anywhere else, you must cite the source, namely me. The camera is here, so where's the news? Well, news is like fishing. It requires patience and making the right judgment at the right time. That's how you hook really big fish. Oh, I mean, that's how you hook a scoop. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Ugh, forget it. That sounds a bit amateurish. You're not a journalist, right? Then you've misjudged me. I'm an amateur journalist. Anyway, what's an amateur journalist like yourself doing here? I'm here to complete the project assigned to me, to capture the most vivid moments of the Fortress of Meripede guards at work with my camera. But I spent too much time completing the required compliance documents. Just take a look and you'll understand. Nellie takes a stack of documents, all packed with various contractual clauses and signatures. Just looking at them makes you feel dizzy. By the time I completed all the procedural paperwork, I missed the guards at work during their shift. Or in fishing terms, there aren't any fish in the water right now. Huh? But there are guards on duty here right now. But I want to hook a platinum collection. I don't think an initial configuration or water body cleaner has enough impact. That way, even if I complete my project, other photographers might not think it worthy of praise. Well, you keep on waiting then. See ya. You're just leaving? Really? Aren't you going to help me? Well, it's not like we can just magically conjure up the platinum collection you want. You're right. I need to come to terms with my own limited abilities and stop trying to catch fish that are beyond me. I'm such a useless angler. Oh wait, I mean amateur journalist. Alright, no more wallowing in self-pity. Time to cheer up. If it's alright with you, could you do me a small favour? Please, I'll pay you. Whoa, that was fast. Well, it depends on the favour. So why don't you tell us what it is first? The guard over there, Grimeville. Based on my judgment, his news value among guards is equivalent to that of a situation controller among maintenance mechs. I should be able to write a good report with him as my subject. Well, I can keep myself from getting criticised at least. But he just refuses to come over here. Just go to him? So could you bring him to a suitable spot for me to take a snapshot? Can't you just take your camera over to him? Well, the view is better here, and if he sees the camera, I'm sure he'll focus on it and leave me with nothing but a bunch of stiff poses to work with. Let me think. It's best if we turn off the loudspeaker, report it to Granville as a malfunction, and ask him to come have a look. Then I'll definitely be able to capture a vivid moment of a Fortress of Meripede guard at work. My project's completion depends on this. I'm counting on you. Please help me. It doesn't sound difficult, Harley. Maybe we should help her out. Now go ahead and turn off the loudspeaker. Oh, this. Bringing items not related to production into the production zone is forbidden. Oop.
Take it easy.
Hi, we found a loudspeaker that seems to be malfunctioning. It's over there. Again? That's strange. I just got clients to repair it. Looks like he's not even as good at fixing things that I am. I mean, all you gotta do is give machines a couple of good smacks, right? No. Anyway, thanks. I'll go have a look. Thanks for your help. He just pushed me. Alright, it's all up to Nelly. Let's wait and see. It worked. I finally completed my project. I'm a journalist in my own right now. Thank you. You must have snapped a really excellent picture. Yeah, take a look at this. Don't give up the day job, hun. It doesn't look very vivid, but it's artistic, alright. Paimon doesn't understand art at all. Will it really be okay to just use this one? What's wrong with it? I think it's a great shot. I'm sure no one would have expected me to snap a shot like this one. They'll all be so surprised. Paimon really doesn't get your standards for artistic critique. Oh, it's called symbolic meaning over substance. I'm sure all experienced photographers will understand once I submit it. Anyway, thank you. This is for you. It would be great if we could chat at a fishing spot next time. Caterpillar said to meet at the message board. Okay. Strange. Caterpillar and Lenoir aren't here yet. Why bother coming when you know you're going to lose? I wouldn't be so certain of that. That's right. You're only ahead of us by a little. A little? Can the results be announced now, Estienne? Actually, no. Let's wait a little. After all, the best must be saved for last. Looks like we don't have to wait long. Here they come. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, have you seen the results yet? Did we win? We don't know yet. Well, seems everyone's here. Would you announce the results now, Estienne? Of course. Oh, but the results on Caterpillar's end still need to be calculated. My, what a cruel guard, toying with us from start to finish like that. Why don't you wring out the last bit of mercy in your heart and let them know that the gap between us is too wide to cross? Stop torturing us with false hope. These aren't the final results, but we should be able to win once we add the coupons that Kata got today, right? Hold on, why have Genevieve's team's points been cleared out? I was against it, but this is the more logical approach with respect to the results. What? What's that supposed to mean? Whoa, Rave's team has so many points. He doesn't need the chance to leave, and we don't need to place first. You mean you gave all your coupons to Rave? Isn't that against the rules? There's no rule forbidding it. I was originally in favour of amending the rules to ensure fair play, but no one else seemed to be in support of that. Indeed, there isn't a rule forbidding that. This competition would have been far more exciting if everyone could have fully used the rules to their advantage. More exciting for you, maybe. Rules don't mean a thing in a game as boring as this one. At the end of the day, it's a question of upholding one's honour. Alright, now that the scores have been announced, isn't it time for the final results? Our points from today haven't been added yet. Humph, a drop in the ocean. Ah! What? Huh? Now that everything's been added, here's what the results look like. Yes, Ms. Harley, Ms. Paimon, look, we won. We didn't even have to do anything. Kata, they robbed someone. Kata could have done the whole thing. We didn't even need to do anything. What? That's impossible. What did you do? Whoa, that many? Paimon's lost count. It's a trick even simpler than magic. I used the coupons I'd saved up in the past to hire a bunch of people to help me work. What we have now is the product of their work this whole time, and I believe this falls within the rules too. Even if it does, that's an insane amount. I also have my reasons for needing to win, and I'd even gotten help from my 2 friends. It would be a real shame if we lost now. So this wasn't about honor? Vanity, perhaps. Since everything's been tallied, it's time to announce the final results. The winners of this game are Caterpillar, Ms. Harley, and Ms. Paimon. No objections, I take it? There's nothing I can say, except that it looks like I picked a fight with the wrong opponent. I ended up in here last time for striking someone in anger. I won't make the same mistake this time. You'll pay the price for the choices you made. What? But she gave you her coupons! How are you mad about that? How are you mad at her? Whoa, Paimon didn't expect to hear someone actually say that. Pretty cliche if you ask me. Is everyone ready? If so, let's set off now. Let's do this before Noaya gets back. I hope he can understand that his thinking isn't wrong, but it's just not suited for a place like this. You're ready, aren't you, Lanoir? Uh-huh, I've already said goodbye to everyone. We're also ready to get going whenever. Alright, just keep quiet for a while. I've made some arrangements in advance, so we shouldn't run into any problems. Boy math, you follow STN out of the Fortress of Meripede. Fair enough, so we're just here. Natural wind really feels better, doesn't it? We might have fans down there, but most of the air feels kind of stale. The fans in the Pancration Ring are just like no air. The fans are indeed needed there, but when their blades swing, they bring the same misery to everyone no matter who they are. I think you know what I'm talking about. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, do you see any walls? I don't see a wall anywhere around here. Walls? There are no walls here. Then, are the walls somewhere really far away? Kata once told me that if they're too far away to see with your eyes, they'll look like the horizon. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, where are we? We're in Fontaine. Fontaine. It's a blue and green place. The Fortress of Meripede is all yellow and grey. That thing up in the sky must be the moon, right? If it were the sun, it would probably hurt my eyes like the evil sorcerer's magic. All around me are familiar places, worn out faces, worn out faces. All around me are things I've never seen before, and things I've only seen in books. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, let's go on another adventure. Kata was right. Adventuring outside is way more fun than in Meripede. That's right, the world outside is vast. I really envy the 2 of you. Lanoir, let's discuss adventuring later. We really should find your family first. Freeze, all of you! Where do you think you're going? Also, what's with that little girl? The evil sorcerer found us! What business is it of yours? Weren't you on leave? Patrolling with a Gardamek in your off hours won't get you promoted, you know. I came back as soon as I received the report. Have you gotten yourself mixed up with them? You're making a grave mistake, Estienne. Actually, I think you'll find that I'm rectifying a mistake and saving everyone a lot of paperwork. Ms. Mongley might even invite me to dinner as thanks. No, no, they're criminals. Even if the papers with their serial numbers on them are missing, they're still criminals. A little girl like this is a criminal? Are you out of your mind? I'm perfectly sane. Anyone can be a criminal. Little girls are no exception. My God, this guy is scary. Whatever other plans you may have had, I must now escort you back to the Fortress of Meripede. I thought that what was happening was Estienne was just like taking us out for like a day work, and then he was going to take us back. But now it seems like he's helping us escape. Unclear. We only just got out and now you want to make us go back? I don't think so. You don't have a choice in the matter. You must comply with the rules and accept your punishment. Then there's no way out of this? I can see quite a few ways, actually. If a few Gardamex get scrapped in the process, well, that's also what happens when people break the rules. You mean... It would seem you have no intention of repenting. Then you leave me no choice. Gardamex show no mercy to recalcitrant criminals. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, be careful! A simple Gardamex won't even slow us down. You really think it's over? What, there's more of them? This isn't over yet. Accept your punishment. You vermin, scum of a guard. Whoa, did you bring every Gardamex in the fortress with you? I'm coming to help. Wait, what? Caterpillar? How exactly do you plan to help? Oh, cutscene. The time for magic has ended. Monster, it's just like he said, you're a monster wearing a human form. Caterpillar is a hilly shell? Is this an illusion?
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Hi, Sandy.
One with nature.
What the fuck? There's just no end. Oh, hello. Your comrades are already in our hands. Give it up.
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Into the wind.
Caterpillar's evolved into a metapod, please. Is this an illusion? You couldn't have proved my point on schedule if we planned it. It might not be an illusion, actually. Good heavens, I'm your colleague. You're not thinking of taking me in too. Since you've thrown your lot in with them, you deserve the same punishment. Cata, Miss Harley, Miss Paimon. Gardamex simply get scrapped, but you, even if you are monsters, you can still feel pain, right? Is this hilly child really Caterpillar? Paimon can't wrap her head around this. Miss Paimon, how do you not recognize him? That's Cata. I'm a monster in human skin. A monster? I never imagined such a monster even existed in the fortress. A hilly child that can talk. Who would have thought? Yeah, it looks like this isn't an illusion. How did you manage to pull the wool over everyone's eyes? What sorcery could allow a mindless creature to worm its way into our midst like a wolf in sheep's clothing? Why haven't you run away yet? Are you pretending to be human? Of course, I will catch you even if you do run. A dangerous monster like you. I'm guilty, but she hasn't done anything wrong. She shouldn't be here. You won't find her name on any sentencing documents. She is innocent. She only ended up stuck in the fortress due to a few mishaps. I'll return to the fortress with you, but have Estienne take her back home. Cata. The monster actually wants to make a deal with me? You suck, dude. I do indeed. Let her go home. As far as the Fortress of Meripede is concerned, she never existed in the first place. Her absence will not be felt. But catching a monster like me should be a big deal, no? Fontaine hasn't seen a monster like me for several centuries now. No, I've definitely seen a few of these exact hilly shells, like in Fontaine. If you pass up this opportunity, I'll put my human skin back on and slip away into the crowd. You'll never get a chance like this again. You're right. I've never seen her in the fortress before. She's completely irrelevant. But you're too dangerous. I can't risk letting an evil monster like you get away. We have a deal. You'll return to the fortress of Meripede, and the girl can leave. It would achieve your goal. Might as well take it. The Guilty return to where they should be, and La Noire returns to her family's side. Everything on the right track, as it should be. He is someone who follows the rules. This is also in accordance with the rules. Enough, monster. I've caught you now. You're all coming back to the fortress of Meripede with me. The girl included. What? Bro. What? But didn't you just... Who would actually make a deal with a monster? Could anyone be sure that the words coming out of his mouth aren't some beguiling incantation to stunt human wisdom? I won't be fooled again, so I've decided to play by my own rules. Your documents are missing? Then you'll stay in the fortress of Meripede for the rest of your lives. You have no right to bypass the trial. If you want to emphasize that in your written appeal, be my guest. But until then, you don't have a choice. Fuck this guy. You were escorted back? Can't we kill him? Welcome back. No, I filled appeal forms out for you already, but you should stay out of trouble until a final decision has been made. More specifically, do not rile him up. I thought I was getting a co-worker who knew what he's doing, so I could be less stressed. But as it turns out, I've only gotten busier since he arrived. I really want to take a vacation in Natlan. I want to go to Natlan too. Holly, this is not the time for chit-chat. Paimon is wondering how La Noire and the others are doing. They're being kept under strict watch now. If you don't want the same treatment, then follow the rules. Damn, this sucks. What the fuck? In that case, should we go see how they're doing? Paimon doesn't understand any of this. We'll have to ask him.